eating the ramen and eating a honey bun at the end of the day. And man, that is some trash food. There's no doubt about it. Watches Liz's video today. She is vlogging on the trek. A lot of you probably know who she is. She's tatted up like Abby Tat. I really like her personality. But she did a very comprehensive food video today, and I think, man, it struck a lot of chords with me internally, and how I was like mentally kind of where she was when I started the trail, or at least when I was preparing for my food. You know, living down south and living down here where we don't have a lot of Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or things like that, it wasn't as hard for me to know that I'm gonna have to live off Ingles and pretty much what they provide. But I also knew that I was going in, I wasn't gonna have as many micronutrients and some of the foods that I wish I could eat. I wanted to be a little bit more healthy. So right now I'm in the context of before you get on the trail, because I see what she's packing out, and it's some fabulous food. And if she does all of her resupply boxes like that, hopefully her taste will still stay the same as she's proceeding up the trail. And she can get some more of those micronutrients than I was. But I will tell you, my body, and y'all saw that I was doing some powdered greens, drink mixes and stuff in the mornings. I was calling it liquid grass or whatever. You know, I was trying to keep those micronutrients because I was trying to be conscious of it. And then in the end, it just, your body has to have certain things out there. And I started losing just a ridiculous amount of weight because I was trying to eat more conscious, more healthy. And I had to throw that out the window and let go of that barrier in my mind of what success is on the outside of the world, or outside world off the trail is not the same thing that equals success on the trail. And I'm just speaking from me, but I think we see this play out every year in a lot of hikers. So what you just got to remember, and I'm always, and man, it's okay if you send out 15 resupply boxes up the trail, man, that's okay. But I am, after knowing what I know now, man, my taste changed rapidly. I became, and I told this to Liz in one of the comments, what I became was intolerable to what I didn't want. And I didn't want things that tasted bad, were hard to get down, that weren't motivating me to get to the end of the day and eat. And once I stabilized and realized, man, it's more important to be happy and to eat things that taste good, that have tons of calories, whether they're sugar calories or not, man, it doesn't really matter out there because your body has to have it. Yeah, I just wasn't going to sacrifice happiness, because that is some of those little intrinsic motivators, and extrinsic really, once you get into camp and you start cooking up that warm pot of ramen with chicken in it. Oh, fabulous. I could eat that every day still right now. I don't though, because I'm back trying to eat healthy again. But I guess the point to what I'm saying is, everything or different things motivate all of us. And y'all know I'm all about the mental aspect to the hike. I really am. And that's really what I like to focus on. So if you're carrying things, and this, so I'm going beyond Liz now, because I don't want her to think this is focused on her and being critical of her, because it's not, man. I think what she's doing is fantastic. But as for me, what became really important, and I think this will become really important for all of the thru hikers, is what is motivating you every day? What is keeping you focused on reaching the goal that you set out for that individual day? To me, I was always looking forward to something hot at night. That's why I never gave up my stove. That was an intrinsic motivator that pushed me up the trail, i.e. that little motivation inside saying, hey, at the end of the day, I'm going to replenish that desire of having something hot, man. And that's important. That was important to me. the extrinsic piece of it was actually eating the ramen and eating a honey bun at the end of the day. And man, that is some trash food. There's no doubt about it. But I will tell you, my body was performing better than I ever thought it could, especially eating pretty much out of like a cockroach out of a garbage can. So all that really, just to sum up, to say, be careful. At times I wish I would have sent more healthy food in some resupply boxes, but I'll be honest with you, it would have been very demotivating to me personally to be walking, knowing what I know now, to be walking up the trail thinking, man, like now I can't have fun with my resupply shopping where I go in there and just buy 3 bags of M&Ms and be happy about it, or some Sour Patch Kids. Y'all know I love them. And you start walking up the trail thinking, crap, man, I spent a lot of money on this resupply box. I don't really want what's in it, but I'm gonna get it anyway because I can't really afford to spend that money and then go out and put all that stuff in a hiker box that I don't want and go back out and buy a whole new set of stuff. So all I'm cautioning all of you, just be careful how much you're packing in your boxes. Leave enough room in your menus to where you can go out on the economy of the local town and eat some of their fare. Man, and it was exciting. And had I packed a whole bunch of resupply stuff, and Miss ER, Teresa sent me a whole bunch of resupplies, and there's no doubt, and those are some of my staples. Those were my peanut butter pretzels, because you couldn't find them everywhere, and all these other little protein bars that I like. But we left enough room in those things to where I could also pack out some things that I found in the local economy to round out my food items or my food bag, and to keep me motivated to get into camp and eat one of those cool little doughy delights that I had found up in Montgomery, New York, or something like that.